What's up, guys? It is Bucket Mouth Bass back here again today, and today, as y'all can see, it's early in the morning, guys. I'm out at the lake. It is fall conditions now. It's a little bit cooler than it has been, so I'm pretty excited about that because it's not super hot anymore, because I am down here in South Texas, so it's super hot during summer. So I'm just glad it's cooling down, guys. But as y'all see, the lake actually came up just a little bit more, which I'm pretty excited about. But today, what I'm gonna be doing for y'all is I'm actually gonna take out these backstabber crankbaits right here, guys. I picked these up for pretty cheap, so I'm pretty excited to actually go fish these things, guys. It's pretty cool. They have a hook in the back right there. It's not on the bottom. They claim to be more weedless than normal crankbaits because of that hook in the back, guys. So I'm gonna see if that's actually true or not, because I know I usually don't fish crankbaits, especially at this lake, because I always get them stuck. So I'm hoping that that hook design helps me out just a little bit, guys, and helps me hook up on a little bit more fish. But I'm gonna go out and actually test these things out and see if they're any good, guys. I'm probably gonna target some docks out past there. I'll show y'all what I'm gonna be fishing. But I'm super excited to be out on the water again, guys, and if y'all haven't considered it, I do all kinds of fishing related videos and stuff on this channel, so please go down and hit that subscribe button and the bell, because you don't want to miss anything. Alright, guys, here's the crankbait I'm going to start with. As I said earlier, the hook is right there on the top, not on the bottom like a traditional crankbait, which is pretty cool. I think so. I think it actually will do a better job of not getting snagged on stuff. That's what I'm hoping, at least. I mean, there's no hook on the bottom to get stuck on anything. It's on the top, and hopefully it bounces off, rocks, and deflects off of, little branches and stuff. I'm going to do a quick unboxing for y'all here. This is a shad print because it's fall, that's why I'm using it, and it dives 0 to 4 feet. That's what it says on here, and it claims, like I said earlier as well, that this back hook keeps it more weedless. Just looking at it, guys, it looks really good. Actually, the print is really nice on it. As I'm sure y'all can see, the hooks are like super sharp. I barely even touched it, and it's like, these hooks are really good. I'm not too sure what kind of hooks it has on here. I don't think it says on the box. It says Kaitana hooks, so that's a pretty good brand, so that's why these hooks are actually good. All right, guys, I'm all hooked up with this crankbait. I'm seeing some blow-ups in this area, so I'm pretty excited right now. Gonna get this thing out there and see if I can actually catch some fish. The fish are moving up a little bit shallower, and the lake came up, so I'm pretty excited about that. Just gonna start off with a slow reel, guys. I want to see how much this thing actually gets stuck, if at all. I'm thinking it probably will get snagged eventually, but I'm thinking it's going to do a little bit better job, but we'll have to see here. Keep in mind, I'm using a nice limber rod for this crankbait. I'm using a medium. All right, guys, we're at a new spot now. We're going to try and fish these docks along the bank here. That's where I think the fish are going to be at today. Going to try and get hooked up on this square bill finally for y'all. Gonna run it down the sides of these docks, guys. That's all I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna start off with kind of a faster retrieve, and then if that doesn't work, I'll try some different things. Guys, I'm gonna switch to a worm just for like 2 seconds here. So I want to try and get up under that dock over there, see if I can get some fish fired up in this area. That's what I'm hoping. Oh man, just missed one, guys. I just got a bite. Come on, guys, first fish of the day. It's not a big one, but just trying to get going so I can switch back to that crankbait. On the shaky head, I switched colors to the dark worms. It looks like they want the darker colors today, and this guy, of course, does not want to be grabbed. There he is, not a big guy at all. It's a start for the day. It's been pretty slow so far. Hoping it'll speed up. His mouth is kind of weird right there. I don't know if y'all can see that. Here you go, first fish of the day right there. Let's get this guy back. Come on again, guys. Second fish of the day. I'm gonna switch back to the crank now. Try and catch on that instead of the worm. These guys are pretty aggressive too. They don't even want to be grabbed at all. All right, come on, buddy. I got a second fish, even smaller than the last one. These guys are some pretty healthy bass though. They're still fun to catch. They're actually kind of chubby. I'm surprised. There's probably some good bait fish in this area. I'm gonna get this guy back in the water for y'all now. Come on, guys. On the worm again. I'll try and throw the crankbait in there for y'all, but I just really don't want crankbaits today for some reason. I was fishing a watermelon, but then I switched over to a darker color. It's working much better for me so far. There we go, another small one. He smashed it too. I thought he was going to be a little bit bigger, but he's just a little dink again. Let's get this guy back. Alright guys, I'm pretty much giving up on the crankbait. The crankbait actually does pretty good and it is significantly more weedless, but the fish just don't want a crankbait today. You know, I really tried, guys. I'm not even joking. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch over to this little finesse jig right here, guys. It's like a, it has blue and then it has the green pumpkin in it too, and I'm using a dark trailer. So, you know, if a fish is feeling one color, you know, it's got both. That's what I'm thinking here. Come on, guys, on the jig. It's actually a decent one, biggest one of the day. It's about a pounder. He doesn't want to be grabbed, of course. These fish never want to be grabbed, especially not when they're trying to feed for real bait and not just lures. I skipped it right under this dock. They're just hanging out under these docks, guys. That's exactly what they're doing. First one on the finesse jig, guys. They want jigs and worms and stuff today. They just didn't want crankbait. So here he is. He's not a big guy. He's probably not even a pound. He's probably more like 3/4. Still want to get some a little bit bigger though. Disappointed that the crankbait just wasn't going to work. That's just how it is today, guys. Nice little guy. Very healthy. He really wanted that jig too. He felt like a big guy for a second, but alright guys, here he is. Nice fall bass. They're just hanging out, not too deep under docks. As y'all can see right here, it's reading about 15 to 16 feet there. So over there, it's probably more about 12 feet because we are a little deeper over here. So if y'all want to try following these patterns, here you go. Let's get this guy back in the water. Alright guys, I'm back home now, and obviously fishing a crankbait today was just not going to work for some reason. I was not able to catch a fish on that crankbait. I wasted too much time actually trying to catch a fish using that crankbait for you guys. I probably would have caught more if I just stuck to like worms and stuff. But what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go out to a pond here pretty soon and actually see how it performs when I hook up on a fish. But overall, it actually did performed pretty good. The hook on the top did keep it just a little bit more weedless, which I was kind of surprised with, because I wasn't too sure going in if it was actually going to do anything or not. But the hooks on the top did kind of get tangled a little bit too much, I thought. When I was casting it, I would reel it back in and the hooks would be tangled. So I was like, even if a fish did bite it, I don't know if I would have been able to hook up on that fish. But it's whatever, guys. If y'all haven't already, guys, please go down and subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a ton. And I will see y'all back here next time.